Okay, so a retrospective on season two story is kind of interesting, especially with all the discourse that came out during the season three teaser. And I think the idea that season two is that much worse than season one, I don't really subscribe to it. Though I think that season two is worse than season one, yes, but not by much. I think I do hold both in my hearts, in my heart in a different way in the stories that they told. I think that for the most part, season one was just more consistent, and it also showed a bigger variety while because season two for the most part did confine us just to Phylum Heights, just to Swabian Temple or like Dreamscapes or similar places around that general vicinity. Which is why as much as I don't really care for Lucia and Yidari, I really like the setting for 2.3, and by proxy, I do really like Manato more than most of the cast. But yeah, I feel like season one with the hand building, with the section 6 building, outer ring, um, the naps obviously, um, the old the abandoned laboratory where during 1.6, that kind of thing. And I feel like the variety there just kind of let me down in season 2 and 2.x overall. But yeah, the story was also more consistent. But in season 2, I feel like the highs in the person stories were higher for me at least. And I don't know if you guys have done like, cause there's that like new trend of using that grid website, like make your like most favorite, least favorite, that kind of thing. Obviously, there's 1% list, and my favorite version is still 1.4. But in saying that, I believe that just that story and patch as a whole was just really good. Part of that was because it was basically a soft relaunch. But my favorite villain overall is still Isolde. I think that the overall vibe shift in you could say in 2.2, I don't know, it was just like it felt like such a contrast, and I feel like 2.2 was my highlight in 2.x, not even 2.5, as much as I do like Shuyan. But yeah, I think that overall I like both seasons in their own ways, and but I do still prefer season one, not by much. I still think season two has its merits, but yeah, overall I have obviously season three is also going to be only in around Roscaelifer, but hopefully they do something more interesting with it. So that's my retrospective for season two stories.